Right now, everyone, we are going to be hearing from the White House. Any minute, Sarah Huckabee Sanders will be having her daily press conference. All of this coming, of course, as there are possibly new leaks out of top White House staffers. Incoming White House Communications Director Anthony Scaramucci suggesting the leaker, one of them anyway, may be Chief of Staff Reince Priebus. I'm Trish Reagan. Welcome, everyone, to the Intelligence Report as we wait here on Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I want to bring in Fox News contributor and former campaign manager for President Reagan, Ed Rollins, to get his reaction to all this. Wow. I mean, last night, Anthony Scaramucci, do we have the tweet? He tweeted, basically, that he was going to go after these leakers. He was very angry because some of his own financial records had been disclosed. He said, in light of the leak of my financial disclosure info, which is a felony, I will be contacting the FBI, the Justice Department, Swamp Reince 45, that's Reince Priebus's Twitter address. So it certainly seemed as though he was implicating Reince as being the leaker that possibly put out his financial forms. And then he deleted the tweet earlier today and wrote, "Wrong tweet was public notice to leakers that all senior administration officials are helping to end illegal leaks." But in the meantime, he was also on CNN, just to get the viewer fully up to speed, saying, you know, Reince would have to answer for these leaks to the president himself. What do you make of all this right now, Ed? Is he trying to basically get rid of the chief of staff?
Well, first of all, I've worked in 3 White Houses. I've worked around Washington for 50 years. I can't imagine anyone doing this to my first boss, Bob Haldeman, or Jim Baker, or any of the modern ones, Don Rumsfeld. They would have basically had his butt out of there in 35 seconds. He's supposed to come in here and be developing a communications plan, and he's just created a gigantic controversy. I like Anthony. I've been a friend of his. But this is about as dumb and stupid a thing as I have seen in my life. He's now created a big controversy. He has to understand that financial disclosures are public documents. It's part of going into a White House.
By the way, the Political Reporter put that out there.
You know, and challenge the chief of staff at a time of critical fights on the Hill right today, with all the chaos over sessions and what have you, is about as dumb a thing as I've seen.
Well, he must have some good support, though, from the guy that matters.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You've created chaos in this White House, and if the president told him to go do this, which I don't think the president did, that's stupid. At the end of the day, you've created another controversy. This is big.
But he feels like he can. So well, regardless of whether the president told him to do it or told him not to, why did he go and do it?
Who gets hurt? The president gets hurt. When you have a chaotic White House, you can take any town in America, and there's no town with more PR, more sophisticated people about public relations than Washington, D.C., because every Hill guy has his own person and what have you. And the talk of the town today is not about his effectiveness, or not about the fact that he's come on board, or not about Sessions. It's about how can you be so stupid? And that's not a good way to start, to be the communications director. And again, I like him. He's my friend. I just wish he hadn't done this. He wasn't going to go in until the 15th of August. He shouldn't have gone on to the 15th of August. And I will say this, the president's got himself entangled with a battle with one of his cabinet members, one of his most loyal supporters. If he is behind this thing, it is absolutely dumb. Dumb.
You're referring, of course, to Jeff Sessions.
Jeff Sessions is the Attorney General.
Mm-hmm. And you think that Anthony Scaramucci might be behind?
No, I'm just saying if the president is behind Scaramucci, as you alluded to.
Okay. Then that is dumb.
It is as dumb as it can be, and I can promise you, if the president doesn't like Priebus, then he should get rid of him. If he does like Priebus, Priebus has a big job to do right at the time you're trying to get a big piece of health care legislation. He knows everybody in that town. He's been the party chairman. He's the chief of staff of the White House. He's the guy who has to negotiate. He's one of the best friends of the Speaker of the House. And Anthony coming in, 4 days ago has created a controversy. And the other thing is, once you tweet something, you don't get to take it back. It's not like,
he took it down, yeah.
It doesn't go away. It's out there. And he should have learned that from the things he said about President Trump when he was with other candidates. So I just hope it's a learning lesson here. I just get my head down and basically learn what's going on.